Welcome back to The Real Women of Coaching. This is our second episode with Becky Burleigh, head women's soccer coach at the University of Florida. Becky's reputation definitely precedes her, and we had the opportunity to be able to speak with her about how she develops athletes as leaders. Let's listen into what she had to say.
I think there's probably nothing more important on a team than leadership. I think that it's a very difficult thing to define, because if I asked 10 different people what makes a good leader, 10 people are going to have 10 different answers. So what we have tried to do is create a program where we sort of define what we're looking for in our leaders and give them information about how to exhibit those behaviors. So we actually stole our leadership program from the ROTC. I was fortunate enough for 2 summers to go to 2 ROTC, what's called LDAC and LTC camps, which are leadership training camps for educators, to become more familiar with the ROTC process. So the first camp was at Fort Knox in Kentucky. The second one was at Fort Lewis near Seattle. And in both those camps, I had the opportunity to kind of observe the cadets and the leadership training that they go through. So we took that program back and modified it for our needs as a soccer team. And basically what the kind of the Cliff Notes version of what we do is that we created a core values for our team that our team actually decided upon. There's 8 for our team. And then as coaches, we also made a list of behaviors that we thought were very conducive to leadership on our team. And we put those 2 things together in a form, and each week we meet with our leaders and basically grade them on their leadership for the week. We also have the players evaluate their leaders too. So the team evaluates the leaders on their strongest traits, their weakest traits, why they think each of those is true. And we've kind of expanded the program now to also have the leaders give us feedback on opportunities that they think during the week that they have seized a leadership opportunity and opportunities that they might have missed. And so it's kind of a time-consuming process for us, but I think it's a very worthwhile process for the leaders because it's on paper exactly the behaviors that we're looking for. So there's no gray area for them to say, well, I didn't really know what you meant by being a leader. You know, here's the behaviors we're looking for. We're going to look at 1 through 5. This week, did you do those behaviors all the time? Never? Sometimes? How did you perform in those situations? And I think it also creates a great dialogue between the coaches and the players to not allow things to be swept under the rug. So if I'm evaluating a player that week and something has happened in practice that either they have made a mistake in their leadership or maybe also missed a leadership opportunity, I can definitely address that on a weekly basis. And it's been awesome. I've really loved the program. I think our players benefit a lot from it, and I think they start to see their strengths and weaknesses as a leader and can kind of focus on the behaviors that they want to get better at and only amplify the behaviors that they're already good at.
Once again, we thank you for joining us for this episode of The Real Women of Coaching, part of the Women's Coaching Network. We'll see you again next week as we finish our conversation with Becky Burleigh, discussing managing assistant coaches